Ryan Garcia, let's talk about it. Let's just get into it. Huge upset. Huge upset. Now, I had my man SB Kenny talking about that it was a legendary night. No, it's not a legendary night because neither one of them are legendary fighters. Okay? And I understand it might be a big deal. It was a huge upset, but let's not be prisoners of the moment here. Okay? Neither one of them are legendary fighters. So there was no matter who won, it wasn't going to be legendary. Did Ryan Garcia take the fight to Haney and bust him up? 1,000,000%. I thought he played it fantastic, acted like he wasn't taking it serious, selling the fight outstanding, acting crazy. And maybe he really is crazy. I don't know. But whatever he was doing, Haney, first of all, I'm not even going to go that route yet. Ryan Garcia busted him up. Absolutely busted him up. So, look, Kenny, I know you're trying to say it's legendary and you're going to stand on that. You're just wrong in this case. Just period, end of story. I mean, Ryan Garcia is not a legendary fighter. He's never going to be a legendary fighter. Neither is Devin Haney. So there was nothing legendary about it. All he did was beat a guy that was overhyped. Devin Haney was the champion, but he had a suspect chin. He doesn't have any power. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. Like I said, what I thought Ryan Garcia did was say, Devin Haney, you're overrated, and I am better than you. I am a better fighter than you. And that's right, he beat the hell out of him. He beat him up. I mean, hell, did y'all even see the end of the fight? Haney tried to run over to the corner, like you won, and jump on the in the corner, jump up on the rope. He couldn't even jump up on the ropes. He was so beat up, he fell into the corner. That's how bad Ryan Garcia beat this man up. And I don't care what Haney is trying to say. Oh, well, he caught me. He surprised me. Well, okay, that's kind of what boxing is, isn't it? I mean, nobody wants to hear that. Nobody wants to hear that. You were the better fighter, or you were supposed to be the better fighter. But I'm sorry, you were not. I don't want to see no rematch. I mean, people are talking about, well, there needs to be a rematch because Garcia was 3.5 pounds overweight. And he was. And you saw in the ring, he was the much bigger fighter. But come on, man. What are we doing? What are we doing? It's just, Haney is just not, he just wasn't the guy that everybody thought that he was. And I don't think there's a lot of people out there that didn't think he was great, but that don't take away from what Garcia did to him. That was just a domination. He just beat the brakes off of that man. He literally beat the brakes off of that man. So, and no, Haney is no tank. Absolutely not. He is no tank whatsoever. So, and no, nobody's ready to see Tank fight Haney. Why would we want to see that? That doesn't make any sense to me. Haney needs to go regroup. He needs to beat 2 or 3 people before he even dreams of taking on Tank to go get his head beaten in again. Because that's what's going to happen. That's exactly what's going to happen. Nobody wants to see that. Not now. Not now. But then you got Oscar De La Hoya and his cocaine-ravaged self out there talking about, oh, Ryan Garcia is the face of boxing. Really? Just shut up, man. Lord have mercy. No, he's not the face of boxing. I mean, first of all, he fought Shakur Davis. He fought him. Tank Davis just literally almost broke his insides. We watched that. So no, nobody wants to see that anytime soon. Talking about, whoa, we got to fight at a catch weight. No, the guy's a 140-pound fighter. He's the champ. He's the face of boxing. Actually, I don't even know if anyone really is the face of boxing right now. That's how bad boxing is right now. That's how bad a way boxing is right now. So, It's crazy. It's crazy. So I don't know. Tank can come close to being the face, I guess, but boxing is pretty in a bad way right now. But I've been the person that said this all along, and I'll continue to say it. In America, boxing's always going to take a step back. When there's no American heavyweight, boxing just isn't it in America. You're going to have your hardcore guys that are going to watch it no matter what. But when there's no American heavyweight that's competitive, America is not that interested. It's just the truth. It's just the truth. Again, you'll have your hardcore guys watching it, but when there's no American heavyweight, and right now there's no American heavyweight, people aren't that interested. Again, when a huge fight comes along, people will watch it. People will. But kind of is what it is. It's sad, but it is what it is. It just is what it is. So I don't know if Canelo's keeping boxing alive. Canelo keeps ducking people, and that's the way I look at it. I mean, until he stops doing that, I just don't have the interest. I don't have the interest, and I admit I'm a casual boxing fan. I am 100% a casual boxing fan. So, but and no, I'm not interested in Tyson and Logan. No, I'm not going to buy that fight. I'm not going to watch that fight. They've already said the rules are out there that Tyson can't knock him down. He can't do this. He can't do that. I'm like, it's just a show. Mike Tyson must need some money. Logan Paul's going to make a ton of money. It is what it is. No, I'm not interested. I'm not interested. So it is what it is. It is what it is. But like I said, Ryan Garcia, you can't take anything away from that guy. You just can't. He played great or fought great, beat up Haney from pillar to post. And if we're being honest, because this is why I talk about Ryan Garcia. If he was a better fighter, that fight would have been over in the first round. It literally would have been over in the first round if he was a better fighter. Haney was out on his feet the very first round. Should have been over. If that's Pacquiao in there, and then that fight is over in the first round. He gets him up out of there. And you're right, he did knock him down 6 times, and they only counted 3. That referee was doing everything possible to give Haney a chance. Mike DeRuler, yes, this is why nobody watches boxing. He's over here on YouTube. By the way, if you are on TikTok, please click, if you're following, click in my bio and come on over to YouTube. Come subscribe to YouTube. The live is much better than TikTok. It's a better place, better atmosphere, all that good stuff. Get way more stuff over here. But Mike DeRuler is over here telling you the crazy judge had it 112 to 112. That's why nobody watches boxing. 112 to 112? What? I mean, what match were you watching? What fight were you watching? Unbelievable. But again, that's why nobody watches boxing. That's why. It's just nobody wants to. I mean, there's nobody in the world that watched that boxing match and said, you know what? This is a draw. I'm watching this. This is a draw. And it doesn't matter about the point deductions, my man. It don't matter. There was nobody that could have seen that fight and said, it's a draw. It's a draw. It was horrible. It was horrible. Now, here's another good point Darren Howard brings up. Different weight classes, gaining 20-plus pounds after the weigh-in, after missing weight by 3, should have been a sign for Haney. Yeah. First of all, you could just look. You could look at both men in the ring. Garcia was way bigger than him. That's number one. And Haney should have had a clause in there. Hey, man, you can't gain more than 10 pounds. And if Garcia can't fight at 140, then he just can't fight at 140. Period. End of story. I mean, how many times have we seen it? 160 pounds, 140 pounds. All of a sudden, they come into the ring 165. You come in at 160, the weight's 160. They come into the ring 185. What the hell? So it was ugly. It was an ugly night for Haney. I don't know how he recovers. I'll be honest with you. Sometimes you just don't recover. Sometimes you get beat up so bad you don't recover. This might be one of those times because he got beat up. That was disgusting. Man, that was ugly.